Here we go. One more round. Week 18, Jets and Dolphins. I've got my 5 bold predictions. Let's go. And welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm WatchUK99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. If you're returning, please like. I definitely appreciate all your support. All right. So this is as much of a ho-hum game. This feels like how the last usually 10 weeks of the Jets season usually feel. So this game is for absolutely nothing whatsoever as the Jets travel to Hard Rock Stadium. And it's sad because just 2 or 3 weeks ago, this game felt like it could be monumental. But instead, you have two teams slumping like nobody's business, two teams that have not won a game combined in the month of December, or January, which is truly amazing to think about. But it will be Jets versus Dolphins, and it's always a heated game. But there'll probably be more excitement between the fan base than there will be the players on the field. Miami, of course, has a shot at making the playoffs still. They need to win and need New England to lose, so we'll see what happens. But I've got 5 bold predictions for the game, and we're going to get into those right now. So my first prediction is that we will see at least 4 different passers during the course of this game. Now, that may not be quarterbacks necessarily, but I think we're going to see a couple of gadget plays, a little bit of creativity. I mean, when your 2 starting quarterbacks are Skylar Thompson and Joe Flacco, you're basically praying for like the emergency quarterback to come in and just relieve them. Now, the backups, it looks like, are going to be Zach Wilson for the Jets, and right now it looks like it's going to be Mike Glennon for Miami, just signed off the street and currently on their practice squad. From what we know, I don't believe Teddy Bridgewater will be cleared for this game, but I could see maybe a wide receiver pass or a halfback pass somewhere in this game, maybe from a Jeff Wilson or somebody like that. I could see that happening, and that actually leads me very well to my number 2 prediction. I think Jeff Wilson will be the biggest X factor in this game on offense. I think he's going to have at least 3 receptions from the backfield. He will score at least 1 touchdown. The Jets don't seem to do very well with these all-purpose backs who can run and catch the football out of the backfield, and Wilson's a little more adept at doing that than Raheem Mostert is. I think Jeff Wilson has a good game for Miami. My number 3 prediction, Elijah Moore will not catch a pass in this whole game. It has been an incredibly disappointing season for the second-year wide receiver. He might come back and have a better year next year. Who knows what's going to happen? I hope there's no off-season drama with him. I still believe in him, but it seems like Moore gets 1 to 2 targets a game nowadays, which is pretty crazy to think about. But the emergence of Garrett Wilson and the like, Elijah Moore has been basically irrelevant no matter who's been throwing the football. So I'm going to say Elijah Moore does not catch a pass in this game. Number 4, I predict the New York Jets will not enter Dolphins territory during the first half. I think this game is going to set the Jets offense back about 10 years. Okay, we'll get over it. We'll get over it for sure. But when you have Joe Flacco play, by the way, the one caveat to that is if Miami somehow turns the ball over. Okay, and then the Jets start. But I don't think the Jets are going to go from their own territory to Miami territory in the first half. When you are down to the statue Flacco at quarterback, when you are down to backups at left tackle, right guard, and right tackle, the Jets' starting offensive tackles in this game are probably going to be Cedric Ogbuye and Mike Remmers. I'm not exactly feeling inspired by that. At this rate, I think they should bring Damian Woody back from ESPN, maybe to play right guard or something like. Who knows? LDT may not play right guard. He's questionable for the game. And if he's in, that means Dan Feeney plays. Dan Feeney couldn't block a tortoise crossing the road covered in molasses. Okay, so I think this is going to absolutely cripple this Jets offensive line. I think Flacco's going to get the crap beat out of him. I don't think the Jets are moving the ball past from their own territory into Miami territory in the first half. Number 5, I think the Jets are really going to try to get the run game established. I think for the game, they will have more rushing attempts than they do passing attempts. Now, Michael LaFleur has been a little bit quick to get away from the running game this season, especially since Breece Hall got injured. But I think this is a game where he's going to try to take the football out of Flacco's hands as much as possible, control the clock, and really feed Bam Knight, feed Michael Carter, feed Ty Johnson. We know James Robinson's not going to see the field. So I'm going to say more rushing attempts than pass attempts by the Jets offense. As far as a final score goes, Miami is home. They have something to play for. It seems like the Jets should win this game. It feels like the Jets should be very competitive in this game just because Skylar Thompson's in the quarterback. But the Jets showed absolutely no fight when they had something to play for in Seattle and had 10 days off going into that game. For this game, I just think Miami is a little bit of a better team. I think they're going to get up early, and the Jets are going to go into an absolute shell. I think the final score will be Miami 16 and the Jets 6. I think we have seen the last touchdown that the New York Jets will score this season. Well, those are my thoughts. I want to know what you think, though. Let's have a conversation. Let's go back and forth. Put your comments. I want to see your score predictions. Do you have any bold predictions for this Jets versus Dolphins game on Sunday? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you back here with more content from you know where, the Wicker Chair.